his final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome to Philadelphia, the birthplace of America. The downtown skyline shining brilliantly tonight. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Tonight with us as well, the Book of Basketball author, Bill Simmons. Bill, great to see you.
It's great to be here. Nobody is more impressed than my 11-year-old son, who can't believe that he's playing a video game and gets to hear my voice. When he hears my voice just yelling at him normally, now he gets to hear me break down basketball.
But it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, he likes it. Yeah.
We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Embiid.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Joel Embiid and the Sixers have been through a lot in the last 5 years. At the beginning, there were so many losses on and off the court. But trust the process became a mantra, one that Embiid embraced. He said, I think a lot about what I went through, how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me. Kevin, the process has turned out quite well.
Thank you, David. So with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, you have two players who consistently look to score in the paint.
Yep.
What's the best way, do you think, to blend those two talents?
Trade Ben Simmons. I think that would be the best way. I don't think long-term that this is a fit together because he can't shoot. And you can cheat it, and you can have him move off screens, and you can have him try to establish the fast break and all that stuff. But we saw in the playoffs, when everything slows down, they didn't know where to put him on the basketball court. And he basically became Ben Wallace in the mid-2000s, like sending screens for people and rebounding. And for Embiid, I want to surround Embiid with shooters. I want to model a team almost like Milwaukee did with Giannis. I want somebody who can handle the ball not only in fast break, but half court too. And I just don't think they work together. I think there's a ceiling when you have those two guys as your best guys.
So the New York starting five, Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. And for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. And it's Neto in at the 1. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
On the free throw, no good. It's tipped. Down low. Here's Randle. He's off on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Barrett kicks to Payton. Out to the right wing. Here's Knox. And the Knicks miss again. Here's Philadelphia. Bill was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
No, really?
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
No,
idolize?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So just kind of like, I'll do those two things
Did
together.
it in high school, I'm assuming? Right?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college, I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, it felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, I wonder if I can get paid for this.
Right.
Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29.
Yeah.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of action. I mean, his potential, unlimited.
Now, here's Barrett. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte. 6 to shoot. Randle passes to Payton. New York needs to get off a shot. Barrett, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. To the paint. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you got to push Embiid out farther. I mean, when he's this close, he's focused on one thing, wrecking that rim.
Now here's Payton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Fires it up. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Neto. 9-point game his last outing. Floats one up. Robinson with the block.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Count that one.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. Horford, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet
He is
was.
otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite.
Oh.
Yeah, this all starts with.
I love it too, don't you? Don't you? I love the
I
fact
do.
we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over playing.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back 3 that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know. And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the American style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball, give and go, and it's not just like clear out, I'm up.
Yeah. For New York, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight, and he can't get the first one.
You know, it takes young guys a little while to figure it out, and after 4 up and down seasons with the Lakers, Julius Randle joined New Orleans in 2018, busted out for over 20 points per game with the Pelicans.
He hits the second from the line. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Neto, covered by Payton. Randle against Harris. Horford, no luck. New York leading by 3. Knox the pass to Payton. Down low, here's Randle. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
The 76ers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Neto, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6.
And the defense not making things easy for them.
Yeah, they're having a hard time getting the ball in the basket, Greg. I mean, and as a result, falling behind here.
Barrett dishes to Robinson, and he banks in the layup. Bill, if you were just hired as a GM, which franchise would you model your approach after?
I really like what the Clippers did the last couple years when they realized they didn't have quite enough to win the title. And instead of just being beholden to being darn close but not quite, they actually like blew it up and tried to figure out how to create cap space, find some young players,
and still stay competitive.
Build
so
the
they kept the momentum of their franchise.
Yeah, they stumbled into a situation where they had a lot of flexibility no matter what. I think the Celtics before them did the same thing in the mid-2000s. They're just trying to find assets and figure it out on the fly. That's the approach I would use. I would never fully commit one way or the other to anything. The goal is to try to accumulate assets and figure out what you have. And I think the smartest teams do that.
Now, here is Smith. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Smith with it. Richardson cover. Randle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Powerful move that time by Randle. And he'll go to the free throw line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Neto. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Richardson, the bounce pass. Here's Harris. Count that bucket.
Really tough to defend Tobias Harris any better than that. I mean, he's just got a special knack for making tough shots.
Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up?
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Neto. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Knicks, Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And Damian Dotson subbed in for Barrett. Good on both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Left side, Portis. Fade away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Pass to Randle. Over Simmons. And Simmons with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Dotson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Harkless. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book.
That's a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys. They're good at pointing. They're good at fist pumping. First guy during the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
All of it, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really figuring out how to affect the game.
Good. I like that.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Portis. Here's Dotson. And it's off from three-point range. New York comes into this one following a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Richardson, no luck.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
The shot by Harkless, no good. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Simmons. Count it, good. Simmons got his second basket.
And Simmons so deft with the floater, freezing the defense completely.
Smith with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Right side, Portis. Smith outside, takes the three, hands it from downtown. And the Knicks lead by 7.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Neto, covered by Smith. No good from Simmons. The Knicks leading by 7. Bill, you host your own podcast. I've listened to it. I subscribe to it.
Thank you.
I love it. What do you make of so many NBA players now doing the same thing?
We have a couple of them. At the Ringer, we have J.J. Redick, and we have Vince Carter and Kent Bazemore. The ones that are good at it take it seriously. It can't be one of those things where, you know, a player says, you know what, I want a podcast, and then it just magically happens. And you got to work on it. You have to use your connections and book your guests, and you have to be candid on the podcast. You can't just show up and just babble. And the guys that have been successful at it are people that could probably have a media career for a living. Like JJ is clearly going to go into media after he retires. Richard Jefferson had a great podcast. He's gone into media. He's really good. Yes. So I think you need a little more talent at it than people realize. And you need the consistency of it. You can't say, I'm starting a podcast and then not do it for 2 months. Like, you have to really stick to it.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Timeout. A 12-point game. And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Knicks. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 5, the Knicks.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Smith penetrating. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Thibault. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 6.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Gibson passes to Smith. And stolen by Simmons. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. Back right after this. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to like express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got Taj Gibson. He's out there with Bobby Portis. Harkless is out there with Payton. And it's Dotson in at the 2. And here is Simmons. And, Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, you try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah. Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yeah, yes. By the way, what a great stroke. I mean,
I emulate all stretch fours and don't guard anybody.
Yeah.
That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
Yeah. You are. You're a great screen
I'll set some picks.
You're a great pick and roll guy. And the shot goes in. Scott's got his first 2 points of the night.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Now here's Payton to the left wing. Left side, Portis. Over O'Quinn. Portis can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 10. In the corner, Simmons with it. Scott can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First free throw is good.
You know, one of the things that jumps out at you immediately when you look at Payton is his size. I mean, he's a 6'4" point guard who knows how to use his body and skill set to his advantage.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kevin Knox comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Barrett subbed in for Damian Dotson. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And Barrett slams it in.
Explosive off the bounce with great body control. Barrett's most effective when going downhill.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Simmons on the wing. He's got 8. He feeds it to O'Quinn. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Robinson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Philadelphia making a change here. Horford's checked in. And so O'Quinn nails both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Gibson against Horford. Here's Barrett. And O'Quinn sends it back. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
Payton dishes to Robinson. Passes it to Barrett. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
They get it back. Robinson trying to get open is Gibson. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 6.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Right side Robinson. Back to Simmons. Now the pass to Thibault. 6 on the shot clock. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Thibault's got his first points of the night.
And Simmons is just a complete package, a player that can really drop dimes to his teammates.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Robinson. 6th in blocks, 18th in shooting percentage, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Gibson. Outside Robinson. Pass to Simmons. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now Payton. 9 points last game out. Pass to Gibson. Here's Knox. Over Simmons. Knox misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Outside Robinson. Over Gibson. Goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And you've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And the 76ers making a change here. Richardson's checked in.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Payton passes to Robinson. To the right side. Now here's Payton. D right on him. It's blocked. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Simmons. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
The Knicks leading by 3. Payton with the ball. From the arc. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Simmons against Payton. No good from Simmons. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Robinson down low. Quinn defending. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Knicks lead by 5.
An exceptional offensive rebounder. Gibson seems to have an uncanny ability to get to the right position on the glass.
And Barrett slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Back to Simmons. Passes it to Richardson. Over Barrett. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Richardson.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The pass to Knox. And here's Barrett. Back to Knox. Off target with his 3. The 76ers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by Knox. New York leading by 5. Stolen away. And they're running. Here's Thibault. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Payton. Pass to Barrett. The tray. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Quinn's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Richardson against Payton. Richardson outside. 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Horford, he drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And it's now only a 1-point Knicks lead.
Stretches the floor nicely for a big, versatile. Horford's become a perennial all-star.
New York calls timeout. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Robinson. Julius Randle comes in for Taj Gibson. And Smith subbed in for Elfrid Payton. The 76ers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Harris, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Randle passes to Knox.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
The 76ers trail by 4. Neto surveying the floor. He kicks to Horford. On the wing, Harris. Looking to get back on track here. It's stolen by Smith. One-on-one here. Barrett, no good. The 76ers shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. But they'll get another chance. It's good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Smith, the pass to Portis. New York moving the ball around. And Barrett gets it to go.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Mike Scott's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Neto. Kicks to Richardson. And that one is off. Randle with some nice D. Inside. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
And saying, you want a piece of this? Randle easily getting the better of that exchange.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 7. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Julius Randle picks one up. The 76ers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:30 left in the first half of basketball. And here's Smith. He's got 8. To the wing on the left. Here's Barrett. And again, it's New York.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Well, Bill, I know you've got to run. Marvelous to have you on the program. Wish we could do it more often.
Let's do it right now. I don't have to run. Can I stay?
Yes, you can
All
always
right.
stay.
I don't want to leave.
You have a free ticket here anytime you
want. I
want.
want to stay, please.
The microphone's always open.
Thank you.
And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Embiid. A stupendous finish in traffic. Embiid's got 8 points.
Can't allow Embiid to hurt you like that. I mean, he's very gifted at finishing on the drive.
Smith dishes to Barrett. Right side, Portis. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Scott. Here's Neto. 6 points for him. Harris outside. Here's Embiid. Randle with some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, what's working for you guys in the first half? How did you get yourselves going?
We were able to get out and run, getting it out the run fast and getting up the court.
Let's see if you can keep running in the second half, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
A stellar first half for Julius Randle. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
I thought they were definitely outworked on the defensive end. They showed a lack of hustle, a lack of physicality. They weren't staying in front of their guys or putting bodies on people. It's critical that they improve their defensive effort in the second half.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Mark, you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Cowens back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a long time ago now.
The Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Neto in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Embiid against Robinson. Shoots from 14. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Embiid.
Get Embiid the ball, and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Knox. Clock at 6. Trying to get open is Randle. Knox misses. The 76ers shooting around 41% on the night. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And it's sent back by Horford. And the dunk by Embiid.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Payton passes to Robinson. Dishes to Randle. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 16 points for Julius Randle.
For Randle, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
The 76ers trail by 7. Passes it to Horford. Back to Neto. Harris outside. The dish to Embiid. And that one is good. Embiid's got 14 points for the game.
And the slashing Embiid is impossible to match up with. Terrific at cutting off the ball after the screen.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And it's sent back by Horford. They recover it. Here's Randle and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And a chance to check out the stats for Richardson. His last 10 games, averaging 17 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
That free throw good from Randle.
A big X factor for the Sixers, I think, will be the development of Ben Simmons' jump shot. He's got to become at least a threat as a perimeter shooter if they're going to have a chance to win it all.
Robinson's checked in for Philadelphia. The Knicks also changing it up. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And Damian Dotson subbed in for Barrett. And especially in the playoffs where teams really scheme for you, Simmons shooting can be a real problem for the Sixers.
Yeah, it's a major liability, guys. There's no denying it. For all of his wonderful ability and versatility, the fact that it's basically 4 on 5 when they're on offense with him on the floor is a problem in the playoffs. And you said it. When teams can lock into you, they're going to make you do what you're uncomfortable doing.
Here's Neto. 6 points for him. The pass to Horford. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by New York. Randle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Dotson. Harkless on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Knicks have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
One is off. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
And here's Neto outside. Knicks with the rebound. Randle's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at Philadelphia. Right now they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, New York just way behind.
Well, I think for New York, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
There's the feed to Embiid. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Knicks making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Well, free throw drops for Embiid. New York calls timeout.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now.
And call me crazy, but I really believe turnovers are one of those game-changing stats. Their ability to avoid those miscues and make the right play consistently has been tremendously important.
Pass to Dotson. That shot missing. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Outside, Simmons. Over Harkless. Horford the pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Randle. Here's Harkless, and he gets it to go. Harkless has got his third basket of the night right there.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
The 76ers trail by 9. Here's Thibault. Pass to Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Julius Randle picks one up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And that one falls for Robinson. And Philadelphia making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Dotson. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Dotson kicks to Smith. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Ben Simmons.
And for a 6'10 player like Simmons to be handling the ball like that, come on, that's criminal. An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Here's Simmons. 16 points for him. And they double up Simmons. O'Quinn, high post. Shot clock at 6. Simmons finds Robinson. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. In the corner, Smith with it. The three-pointer, no good. The 76ers trail by 8.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall. All the skill in the world and a personality made for stardom.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
To the inside. Here's Randle. Left side, Gibson. Over O'Quinn, and it's Gibson. That time on the assist from Randle. Gibson's got his second basket of the game. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Here's Dotson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against the Warriors, this is a game that they are expected to win, but Sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
First free throw is good. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
He's off on the first. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Raul Neto's checked in for Robinson, and he sinks the second.
Boy, the speed and shooting Smith possesses is dangerous. I mean, a speedy point guard who continues to get better.
Here's Simmons. Oh, Quinn dishes to Scott. And there's the pass to Neto. In the corner, Simmons with it. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Simmons got 18 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pass to Portis. Over Quinn. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And here's Neto outside, and the 76ers get it back. And it's Scott with the jam.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Smith. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Mark, you look at Ben Simmons. Is he the best Australian-born player ever?
Well, you got to remember now, Kevin, and you would know this from your research, Kyrie Irving was actually born in Australia, lived there for a couple of years, and still has dual citizenship. So I'll leave that one to the fans to debate. Irving or Simmons as the best from Australia.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Back to Smith. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Richardson outside. It's deflected. Here's Knox. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Barrett. Stolen by O'Quinn. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And Simmons slams it in.
Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
Portis kicks to Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Dennis Smith Jr. so relentless in attacking defenders. Makes him hard to guard and to game plan for.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
Free throw good, Smith. Tobias Harris is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in. Smith hits them both. Here's Neto. He has 6. Left side, Scott. And Robinson comes to help. To the middle. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Neto.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Now Smith, 15 points in the game. Outside Portis. Here's Knox, and he uses the glass on the layup. Knox has got 9.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And the first one drops. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Smith. He's perfect from the line this time. New York leading by 7. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Portis in the post. Simmons is there. And Robinson throws it down hard.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Pass to Richardson. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the 76ers making a change here. Horford's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Richardson. Feeds it to Horford. Lays it up off the glass.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Payton outside. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
The hustle from Simmons on defense is contagious, infectious. He brings all-out energy on every possession.
Julius Randle getting it done for the New York Knicks. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. Back to the action after this word. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And it's the Knicks with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Barrett not, so the wingman. Robinson is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Payton in at the point. Looking to end his cold spell. Shot clock reset for the Knicks. Robinson misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
But on that shot, with that, the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Simmons. And so Payton will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Passes it to Barrett for the 3. He can't get it to go. Simmons with the defensive effort.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Richardson the pass to Simmons. Shoots from the baseline. No good. Shot missing. The Knicks go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Simmons. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Scott. Back to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. Horford dishes to Harris. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
Tries from 10. Portis can't get it to go.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jumper.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
Raul Neto's checked in for Scott. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Randle's checked in for Bobby Portis. Now here is Harris. He's guarded closely. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Embiid's got 11 points here in just the second half. Payton left side. Robinson down low. Yep, that one goes. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Now the pass to Richardson. Shoots from 12. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Payton. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Excellent display of strength by Payton. really wheels these attempts in thanks to his ability to adjust his shot after contact.
That's good from Payton. The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Horford. Here's Neto, covered by Payton. Robinson with the block, and they get it back. The putback, and Embiid is right there.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
Now here's Payton. Not a lot of room. Trying to get open is Randle, and a miss there on the triple.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Here's Neto. Here's Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. And now just a 5-point New York lead.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
Payton with the ball. Fires the 3. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Philadelphia has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Harris outside. Horford kicks to Harris. It's rebounded by New York.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
New York, no good that time either. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Harris outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harris has got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Knocks the pass to Payton. New York moving it around. Left block shot on the way. They get it back. The 76ers are gone. 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. To tie it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. New York's gone 0 of 3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. They could use a bucket. And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
Here's Neto. Pass to Harris. Back to Neto. He dishes it to Harris. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Down low, here's Randle. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Horford. Harris looking it over. Robinson with the block. And they're able to recover. Bucket is good. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Julius Randle.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Fizdale talking to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin will see if they can make that adjustment.
Shoots from 8. Tries again. Robinson trying to get open is Randle. Good D by Embiid. Philadelphia with the ball. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. Harris passes to Horford to take the lead. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Knicks shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Barrett. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Barrett.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
Good on both.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Here's Neto. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Neto's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Randle left side. Right side Robinson. Over Embiid. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Neto. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Neto. And here's Embiid. Passes to Harris. To take the lead. Rebounded by Knox. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Inside. And Randle throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
The 76ers trail by 4. And the pass to Horford. Back to Neto. Now here's Embiid. Kicks to Harris. Get the shot. But they recover it.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
To the middle. Here's Randle. Here's Robinson. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Neto. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his 5th foul.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Horford finds Neto.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Knox the pass to Barrett. Basket good. Barrett's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The 76ers trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Neto kicks to Harris. Now here's Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. They trail by 6.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Randle down low. Richardson covering. Randle no good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Richardson the pass to Embiid. Back to Richardson. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, defensively, you can't back off him that much. And you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
1:25 left to play in the final quarter. Payton outside. And it's sent back by Horford. The feed to Harris. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Randle kicks to Barrett. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Philadelphia's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Neto. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep. Rebounded by Knox.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 5. 23 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Randle against Horford. Here's Embiid. Count it!
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 5. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Here's Horford. It's tipped. Pass to Harris. Richardson with it. From deep, Neto. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. Six seconds left in the game. Kicks it out to Richardson. There's the 3. Yep, it's good. So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. With Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where does your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives him. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.